ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Now, we have some more changes for you. We've seen the German tech tree tier 10 changes. We've seen the Soviet tier 10 changes. And now we're going to look at the British and the Japanese Japanese and British tanks that are going to be rebalanced. So first up, the Death Star, the FV215B183. The upper glacis plate and the frontal turret armor are slightly improved, while the lower glacis plate is weakened. I don't mind that. I really don't mind that at all. The aim time is decreased. Don't mind that. But the stabilization and the gun dispersion are getting worse. Now, to be honest, I don't mind that. I really don't, because even though the dispersion is really, really bad, it's not a tank. I mean, it's a tank that you sit at the back of the map and you wait. So yeah, I don't really mind with the gun dispersion. To be fair, sometimes it feels really good, but other times it is shocking. But yeah, it's going to be getting worse, but your aim time will be better and your armor will be better. So the power to weight ratio will improve. The max forward speed gets faster by 4 kilometers, which is good. And the reverse speed slows down by 2. Again, I don't mind that change. Faster going forward, slower going in reverse. I don't mind. The regular HE shell armor penetration is scaled down to 80. That is not the... that's the cheap HESH. The average damage per shot increases by 20 and 90 points for AP and HE. Okay. But for HESH shells, it is decreased by 90. It already does 1,625. So losing 90, to be honest, isn't that bad. Yeah, that ain't bad at all, to be fair. And you're gaining that on your AP and normal HE shells. So yeah, it is what it is. Shell velocity is getting reduced. The ammo load grows up to 21. I mean, it's not often you're going to use all your shells. You used to be able to, because it only literally had like a few shells. But yeah, I mean, overall, not the best change for the Death Star, but an okay change. Chieftain Mark 6 AP becomes the new base shell. The reactive armor consumable is added, and that is the only change. So not too bad for the Chieftain Mark 6 there. Moving on to the Badger. The Badger was one of the worst tanks in the game, then become one of the best tanks in the game, and now the shell type scheme is changed to AP, Heat, and HE. The gun dispersion gets increased, shell velocity gets slower, sandbag armor provision is added, the armor penetration of the base shell is trimmed by 5 but increased by 45 for the HE. So that is making the HE better. Again, I don't mind that. It is a British tank, doesn't have the HESH that other tanks has got, but yeah, the HE is increased by 45. So again, a bit of a buff and a bit of a nerf there for the Badger. Moving on, the FV4005, the whole traverse speed is enhanced. Noticeably, the reverse speed is set down to 10. HE count is reduced by 50. The reticle calibration consumable will no longer be available. Yeah, to be honest, I don't ever use the reticle calibration consumable on this tank anyway. So as you can see by the dislikes, not a lot of people like this. But it is what it is. I don't think that's massively different, to be honest. Obviously, the reverse sucks. 10 kilometers in reverse, so that is going to suck. But other than that, not too bad, to be fair. The whole traverse, yeah, that is going to be enhanced as well. So I don't think that is a massive change there, like negative change for the FV4005. Super Conqueror, the armor penetration will be decreased by 7, 6, and 50 for AP, and HE. Reload time will be reduced by 0.29 seconds. So yeah, penetration slightly less, but your DPM will be slightly more. Again, I don't mind that. The change in the penetration isn't massive. I mean, 7, 6, and 50 isn't massive, so you're not really going to feel the effect of that, but you will feel the effect of that 0.29 seconds shorter for that reload. The STB-1 Looking at the Japanese tanks now, the STB1, the premium shell type, is now AP. The gun reload time gets almost 1 second shorter. Yes, 1 second shorter. The average damage per shot is decreased by 20 for HE and base AP shells, but grows by 20 for the premium AP shell. The hull traverse speed is slightly worsened. Again, I don't mind that at all. 1 second off your reload, 20 off your premium AP shells. 20 decrease from your HE and your base AP shells, and 20 more hit point, 20 more damage for your premium. So yeah, I don't mind that change for the STB1. I think that is actually a very good change. Moving on, the Type 71, the premium shell type is assigned to AP. The average damage per shot expands to, by 20, 20, and 15. So you're doing more alpha. However, your reload time is increased. So 0.38 seconds for your reload time. So more alpha. Yeah, more alpha, less or a longer reload, sorry. So it is what it is. The aim time gets 0.1 second longer. Nothing too bad there for the Type 71. And then lastly, we've got the Hori Type 3. You've got the HP count is scaled up to 1900 hit points. Your frontal and side armor are reinforced. It's already decent armor, really, for a tank destroyer, for what it is, and it's getting even better. The terrain crossing capacity improves, but the whole traverse speed gets worse. I mean, to be fair, the whole traverse is actually really good on this tank. Hopefully it doesn't get ruined massively, because that is a really good thing about the tank. So hopefully they don't make it absolutely shit, but we'll see. The view range gets shrinks by 10 meters. Not too bad, to be fair. And the aiming time becomes 0.2 seconds longer. And the gun dispersion is also increased. So not the best change there for the Hori. I mean, I think it's more of a nerf than a buff, but it is what it is. They are your changes. What ones are you looking forward to the most, and what ones are you not? Now, as you can see, the French and the Chinese are expected next week. So next week we'll have a look at that. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all very soon. Bye bye.